Welcome to the World Register. The World Register is an independent news source providing truthful, unbiased, and timely reporting about people, places, and events. Reuters news agency reports that 6 people were shot at a high school near Spokane, Washington. Officers were responding to a shooting at Freeman High School in Rockford, Washington. The spokesman reviewed newspapers, citing a local hospital spokeswoman, reported that up to 6 people had been shot. It was not immediately clear if a suspect had been taken into custody. A Twitter user named Christina identified herself as a junior at the high school and said she had been evacuated following at least 4 shots. She tweeted a picture of anxious-looking students sitting on the floor in a classroom. Yonhap news agency reports that South Korea's Air Force has successfully conducted its first live-fire exercise for Taurus, a long-range air-to-surface missile introduced from Germany for precision bombing of key facilities in North Korea. In the exercise, which took place in the air over Tian, South Chungcheong Province on Tuesday, the Air Force's F-15K fighter jet fired a Taurus missile, which flew some 400 kilometers and precisely hit an intended target in the coastal waters off Gunsan, North Jeolla Province, the Air Force said. The 500-kilometer range Taurus is capable of carrying out precision attacks on targets in the North's capital, Pyongyang, even if it is fired as far as from the central part of South Korea. With the maximum speed of 720 miles per hour, Taurus's range expands to the entire North Korea if it is fired near the South Korean capital, Seoul, putting any target in the communist country within a 15-minute reach of the weapon. And RT reports that over 20 shopping centers, railway stations, and universities had to be evacuated in Moscow following warnings that they had been rigged with explosives. In total, 190 sites have been evacuated across 17 Russian cities after bomb threats. An emergency service source told TASS news agency, quote, "This appears to be a case of telephone terrorism, but we have to check the credibility of these messages," end quote. The source also said the calls began at the same time and continued after the evacuations had begun. TASS reported that over 20,000 people had been affected by the evacuation in Moscow alone.